switch. All right. Yay, technical difficulty.
Yep, you're muted. Music stop.
Alright. How does that sound? Hey, alright. Welcome to today's episode of Echoes of the Infinite. Obviously, we are having some technical difficulties today. Because reasons. We are going to run through some announcements, and it's been a while. Had some training, some other things going on. Had to get that squared away before we could continue. We've had some issues with players. The schedule's not lining up due to certain tournaments and such. We also have some new equipment in regards to our video. So hopefully it is... Yeah, because we old and technology is hard is correct. Thank you for the comment. That all being said, we are ready to dive back in. A few quick announcements. Halderai, unfortunately, Corey may not be able to join us from now on. I am going to NPC him temporarily. Hopefully he can rejoin us. If not, I have plenty of other options. This story is very much designed for people to flow in and flow out as needed. So, last we left off, would you like to give the recap?
Actually, I'd like our new captain to give the recap.
Oh no!
Shenanigans.
Check. Please tell me that entire exchange was not muted. I've been checking my chat. The last thing that I saw for the longest was, can we go back to living in the woods? Oh.
Recording this.
Yes, but if it didn't record the voice... Just to give you guys a quick recap, they're going 2 days over the sea, and people are doing various things in preparation for their fight with Califax, including a lot of chit-chatting with the local paladin that is now on the ship, and tinkering with their small companion. I apologize for all the technical mishaps.
We also have a airship on our team.
Well, it's not following you, it's just in the distance. You happen to notice it. Go ahead.
So, Leo just has 4 legs, right?
Correct.
I would like to make him have 2 little arms.
That's something that you could work on over the next couple days, but it's going to require some tinkering checks, and it's probably going to take you both days. Also, what materials do you have to work on this? Not just your tinkering tools, what actual materials?
I'd be back in the captain's quarters with friends.
I guess, so I probably want to use metal stuff, right?
Generally speaking. You also do not have access to a forge or anything of that nature at the moment.
Because the metal stuff that so I have a cavefish or small character shell, probably not. I have a crowbar. I have gold nuggets. I have a psychic crystal. I don't know how strong the scabbard teeth was.
So you said, okay.
I also have silver nuggets.
Unfortunately, you do not have any materials right now that would work to do that particular thing. Yes.
I'm gonna go to Julian, or like go to his door.
He doesn't. Who's Julian?
I don't know which
Thane. Sorry. Thane. Sorry. Is he in his captain quarters?
cloistered with Crux in the middle of something.
Yes, they're working on something.
I'm gonna start rummaging
Good to
through
hear.
my stuff. Trying to see if there's something else.
What you got, Nixon?
I'm going to go down to the captain's quarters doors and start banging on them.
So your crafting is interrupted by apparently incessant banging as though the police were at your door.
I'm gonna go to tribals. Do you have anything metal?
Wow.
So there's now a dagger sticking through the door about eye level.
And so the dagger kind of thing, and then just disappears. You keep knocking. Continues knocking on your door like the FBI are trying to break down your door.
Oof.
Let's see if she can time this. This is
Man, they're killing each other over here, and I'm like,
Although you do hear Crux, it could be important. I'll continue working. You go deal.
what?
Do you remember anything about Ravnica? What
I'm-
happened on
No,
Ravnica?
I'm
Slams door and face goes back to Crux. That wasn't important.
I'm gonna run up to the window and try to wave at the thing.
Everyone's trying to interrupt the thing in her
I'm trying to interrupt. I actually have an important question.
Important to you or important to what's going on?
Honestly,
About that.
it could be both. Because it could affect our future a little bit. So, it's mostly. I'm gonna get a small piece of. Is there some kind of like paper or something around?
What do you mean?
Like something that'll write on.
There's parchment throughout the ship, yes.
I'd ask one of the crew if there's a small piece of parchment I could use to write on.
Sure. They provide that, no problem.
I'm gonna write down, Thane, I wanted to ask, is there any things that are metal that could be scrapped in your bag? And I'm gonna slip it underneath the door.
I'm still
Oh,
banging
so
on.
he's leaving you a note under your door instead of interrupting you. I think that's something that you can respect. Okay.
I'm still banging on the door, by the way.
I'm gonna, okay, as I see her do that, I'm gonna want to try to slap her in the face.
Oh,
Make an unarmed strike. No, this is going to be hilarious. The artificer is trying to unarmed strike the monk.
no.
This could only go well.
Oh.
Unarmed strike.
What's to the head?
This ain't going to end well.
Oh! 30-20?
For
It
no,
hits.
for no damage.
You don't deal any actual damage, but you're so incessant on the door that you don't realize this, and just this metal hand goes whap right upside the face.
Oh, you want to fight?
Calm down, Nixif.
No, his damage is 0 on
sit.
an arm strike.
You're out of camera.
No, his damage is 0 on the arm strike.
I'm aware.
I know.
It doesn't hurt, but it does get your attention.
Take a chill pill. I will talk to you about Ravnica later. Just take a minute and flip your coin if you really have to.
Why would I want to gamble money right now? I'm trying to freaking figure out what happened on
I'm
Ravnica.
also keeping an eye on this ship every once in a while.
It's since ventured off. It is out of
Yeah,
sight.
It wasn't.
I'm not trying. I'm striking him.
You're actually going to attack him?
Oh yeah. I'm not trying to hit him.
Go ahead and make an unarmed strike.
I'm 18.
That hits. That just hits. Go ahead and roll damage for an unarmed strike, not cat claws.
Oh, you got lucky. Only 6.
This one hurts. In reaction, the monk turns to you and basically punches you in the nose, if you had one, and you go reeling backwards a couple of steps. You hear what sounds like fighting outside of your door now. Oh, yes.
You are completely seeing this, by the way.
This is something we should vote.
How do I take
But
this
yes.
damage?
Apollos.
Exactly.
How about your fighting style? I noticed it's kind of different. Is it done? Is it ordained, or is it from the church, or is it a family style that you use?
I was trained
Oh, damage.
to use my
You have
divine
6 points.
capabilities to infuse them with my strikes with this. And there's a great hammer just sitting on the deck.
That is a huge. What's her name?
So this
Starts getting closer and looking at the hammer.
I
Appreciative of what
Read your stuff.
don't name.
Yeah,
I've gone through too
28.
many. I couldn't kind of have that attached.
Actually,
I'm gonna,
that shield
I'm gonna
might hit
have
you.
Why not?
Robson's Jr. give me a bubble.
After this hit.
All right,
I get 8 points.
8 temporary HP.
Nothing wrong with giving a name to an extension of yourself. That's how me and Betsy work. As I pull up Betsy, you Betsy.
She looks at you in somewhat concern because you literally just pulled that out of your side.
I've honestly always imagined I just have it in the holster, so pay no mind to the look of terror. See, she's been with me through thick and thin.
Where did you pull that out of?
From the back.
You don't have a scabbard.
I don't worry about it.
Don't ask questions.
That is very kind of disconcerted, but otherwise, like, you're very fortunate to have a weapon that didn't break on you. My last one was consumed by the elephant.
That is heartbreaking.
I would like to try to smack her with a light hammer.
Wait, what?
Now you see that? Now you see those two over there? We've got the right idea. Training for the next fights.
I don't think they're training.
Well, whatever it is more productive than just standing around.
So you see Rauxus pull out a light hammer and start walking in her direction.
You want to do this?
You're the one starting the problem.
A couple of the crew
Just
up on
wanna
deck's
hit
like,
that.
I got 3 silver on the feline.
Can I try?
Oh.
Go ahead.
I'm just like, really, you guys?
18 to hit.
Does not hit.
Before, as you go to swing, the first mate steps down from the terrace above the captain's quarters and grabs your hammer. Can we do this somewhere other than right in front of the captain's door? You want to fight? Go to the front.
You're not the captain.
She keeps.
I'm the first mate.
She keeps bothering the
Yes.
captain.
I'm trying to get info.
what?
I am trying to get very good information that is very important to me.
Yeah, you're passive.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, no, both are passive perception. The captain's quarters door has opened very, very quietly, and they both notice a very insensitive thing standing
Which is such an intimidating sight considering you're this tall.
there. Yeah, that tall.
But yes, you both see a thing looking quite miffed.
I'm gonna back up because I know this is Nyx's fault.
Wow.
You're the one who engaged in combat, but
Because,
okay.
because she was the one causing the problems and probably would have been stabbed later on.
Regardless, go for it. What would you like to do?
Both of you keep it down, or you're losing your leg privileges and you're losing your arm privileges.
What do you mean by
And
that?
you see a couple of crew members that are more than willing to enact his will, or her will at this time.
Yep.
Are you threatening?
I am backing up. I know not to mess with.
You want to test me?
Yes.
Instant darkness.
Okay.
Oh,
This is fun.
Oh.
That's it.
I have dark vision. I'm watching this from here.
No.
No, probably not.
Darkness?
No, that,
it's
that
just
one
this
is
cloud
yeah.
of black.
And
You
I
can't see through it.
I am
okay.
backing
Yeah,
away
and-
out of that. I am moving away from that. I am not dealing with it.
Which direction are you going if you're talking
Although you have
No,
also,
I was backing up before you
because
did
the
the
only other
darkness.
time that this has happened, it was when they were under siege. A couple of the crew members like, wait a minute.
They're like, I know that.
You can
power.
vocalize what you're doing.
I'm going back to where my stuff was.
Okay, so you're retreating back to your stuff.
Yeah, I'm
you
not
do
in the
emerge
dark.
from the darkness, and what would you like to do?
Nyx is in trouble.
That was.
Oh, I know. it.
She may lose one of her 9 lives.
I got 9 lives.
I thought that was just a myth.
I don't know. I don't know. It's possible.
You're wrong. I've seen some giant cats that are tough to kill. There was just one of my group once hunted. Poor Johnny. Poor Johnny. One bite.
I would not want to be Johnny.
So,
The target was claws.
Oh. So this is a called hit.
No, the darkness hit one of her claws.
The darkness stays in one location.
I target a location or an object. I targeted one of her claws.
Somebody's here.
But this is a very large area of this house.
Yeah.
Can you please?
Yeah, if her claws sheath or anything, she become the darkness disappears until it's no longer sheathed.
Me.
So literally, what the spell does.
I don't think you can target something living.
I don't know who.
Let's see here.
Okay, answer the door. Find out.
It's a solicitor?
Okay, answer the door. Find out.
Actually, no. I targeted my bandolier.
Then the
An object I am holding or one that isn't being
So you can't choose anything that's on next or yourself.
Alright. Let's go ahead and target the dagger. Because that is one thing that I can target.
Okay. So you're both shrouded in darkness. You see Rauxus back up out of this darkness, just like nope, 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 nope.
Well.
Halvarai is on the front of the ship, laughing. He can't stop. He's just
Well,
laughing.
He said he'll be back and he said he wanted the ball and whatnot and he gave me this.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. Don't worry about it. Solicitor. D&D home games, am I right?
Uh-huh.
So, what do? You are now shrouded in a thick darkness that you can't even see through with darkness.
I am going to get an attack ready. For whenever.
So you're
She
preparing an
tries to
action.
attack. Yes.
If you get attacked, you're going to lash out. Got it. I mean, both of you would have disadvantage on any attacks that were made in darkness anyway, because neither of you have devil sight. But is that all you're doing? The growing pains of a D&D party. It's fantastic.
Thane is going to take one step back and throw her dagger at where Nixon was.
You're going to throw it at Nixon?
Disadvantage.
Yes.
16 will not hit.
No.
But as she passes out of the darkness, because this is the dagger that has the darkness cast on it.
Yes, which at the current angle, if you're throwing it at Nix's center mass, it's going off the ship.
Yeah. This is one of my returning daggers.
Those I don't believe you can cast darkness on.
Yeah, if it's an object I can hold, I can do it.
I'll have to get back to you on that. For now, I'll allow it. But, so, you pass out of the darkness, you see the dagger whiz by you. Well, you feel it, rather than see it. And then the darkness passes, and then it's right back on.
Well, he,
That's a lot of wizardry.
she tried to attack me, so.
Yes, you did have a prepared action.
What was it?
If I was in range.
You would have to approach in order to, like, you know where she was because you did pass out of the darkness temporarily. So, do you approach? Okay. And
That prepared action triggers because I attacked her. There is no way to attack me in range.
yes, there is.
I took 5 foot step back.
Right. And because she saw where you were as the darkness left,
I know.
she
but
can
it's-
approach you.
She can approach you on a held
This
action.
isn't actually combat.
Oh, but if she steps, I still have a bonus action.
True. But as the darkness fades, you see a very angry looking Nixif start bearing down on you.
Darkness doesn't drop yet.
It does for a moment.
Yeah, and when it passes by her, and as she's bearing down on me, the darkness comes back,
Correct.
and bonus action stab it.
So your bonus action stabbing at her?
Trading blows.
The dagger reappeared in my bandolier.
It'll still be a disadvantage, but They will get an unarmed strike first because it was a prepared action. I will say for this. It will be a disadvantage as well
Darkness.
because darkness has returned.
It says where they were at, the darkness return. Okay.
I do not believe a 15 hits. So, as the darkness returns, you feel a fist whiz by you. Doesn't actually make contact. Are you stabbing in return?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Come on. Want to do some training?
I'm not getting
Oh, yeah,
involved in
that's-
any of that.
No, don't worry about that. But between you and me, some light training, something to keep the blood going.
You want to spar?
Yes. No intention of harm. Just something to keep the blood flowing. And I would like to see this fighting style.
She
Yeah.
take 1 point of 2 points of damage. Technically, because it's a plus 1 dagger.
Sneakily try to steal some fighting
That was at
style.
disadvantage?
Yeah, that was a nat 20 and a 15 on the die.
So, it hurts, but you feel pricked by a small dagger. It's not. It's enough to draw blood, but not enough to really wound. But they have successfully stabbed you. Slightly.
Fly up 15 feet. You don't see nothing.
You don't. Yeah, you can't
Okay.
see anything. Neither of you can, and you can't fly up 15 feet. Because the only way away from Nixif at that point was back into your cabin's quarters.
That's not to go over, right?
Yes, but I'm saying when you backed up your 5 feet, it was into the quarters. So you can't really fly upward, and Nixif is in the doorway. In this particular circumstance.
Okay. Well, it will allow her to move forward to make the attack.
True.
So
You're right. I did allow her to move forward to make the attack. Alright. So if you guys are actually going to go after this, I'm going to need both of you to roll initiative. And we're going to do this
I'm
properly.
gonna do this.
Now it's real blood.
Next step, if you continue fighting, I won't tell you about Ravnica.
How about you just tell me about Ravnica, and then
You
we
could-
don't need to fight.
You could, while you're tinkering, talk while you do so.
I'm doing something new with something that's not a very common resource. I'm doing my absolute focus on this first poison.
Right. No, I understand why you're frustrated. I get it. But I was talking to him.
What were you saying?
I'm saying while you're tinkering, you can talk to Nixif about Ravnica.
Next step, take a chill pill, and I'll tell you about Ravnica.
You know, that thing kind of pissed me off.
I'll tell you about what guild you came from.
I don't know where that came from.
I can tell you about the guild.
You don't know what.
You declared it, or something.
Yeah, we did. You did already. We all know.
I've had to go through some papers in my guild throughout looking at all the different guilds of what they want made for them.
This is such a great crew. It's fantastic. Alright. Are you disengaging? Okay. So, Nixif backs off.
The thing.
Flipping off the thing.
Did you get
In the darkness, can't see. Just.
I'm gonna kind of yell out to the thing. Did you get the note? Thing?
Still working on it.
I suck at these.
Considering how much time you're able to spend, if you want, I will allow you and you alone to look up a strategy on how to solve a 4 square Rubik's Cube.
I actually have
And
one.
you're still failing.
Yes.
At this point, it's just your fault.
I suck at Rubik's cubes. I really have never been able to solve one in my entire life.
So the moment you all have said this, the darkness has disappeared, and the captain's door is now closed.
I still yelled at him.
And which you can hear through the open windows because you closed those.
And the dagger is now sheathed. The darkness is no longer existing.
Yes. Well, it returns to your bracer. So, situation diffused before actual combat began. Moving back over to Katrina temporarily, we could do some sparring, but I worry about any injury that I may cause or you may cause before you reach the lair of Califax.
I'll use the blunt side.
Alright. So you guys go in, I'm not going to dive into the deep combat of it, but you guys go into a spar. Roll me 3d20s. Just to see how it goes.
Babe, can you give me a sign that you at least read the note?
First one to see.
This is like to talk to people.
Busy.
Makes it very, very.
Alright.
Better,
All
very,
jokes, I promise.
I know.
very closely watch her.
So the first 2 rounds go in your favor. You are quite capable, but as you fought, the last round, the paladin actually wound up winning, learning your strategy and your style, and besting you on the last round.
What? Oh, I yield.
Yeah, kind of
Parry.
hooked your back foot with the hammer, and then brought it over and stopped just before smacking you in the face.
Great maneuver there. I'll have to remember that one.
Oh, it's still only 2-1, but you're not impressive. You're pretty impressive yourself. All right.
Now I am
Any
hungry.
other things in regards to the rest of the day?
I'm still trying to see if I can get some materials.
What are you gonna forge them with? You don't have a forge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of missing some of the components you need. However, give me just a moment here. In your searches, Graumus Earthhammer, who is your quartermaster, says the next time they stop somewhere, he will do what he can to get you what you need on the ship.
Okay. I appreciate it.
That's when Edna Firehold comes up. Soup's on. Y'all hungry?
Delicious. What kind of soup we having today?
Fish soup. That's all I have right now.
Fish soup.
Now, Edna is very good about making something out of nothing. It's a pretty good meal, all things considered. Thanks to your recent supplies, there was a few mixed vegetables and whatnot in there. And that is when you notice something interesting. You're taking your break for a meal, correct? It's weird because Crux actually found one of the fish that was still alive and ate it, and seemed fine with that. That is when you're approached, you specifically, I think, by Taskmaster Glar. So you know this is the individual who is in charge of the crew that rows the boat. We're on a steady heading. Any change to the orders for tomorrow? We're working 2/3 rest cycle.
Let's change it out for 1/3 work rest cycle. Give us an extra day till we get to Califax. We need to finish prepping.
Yes, sir.
you manage to spot any of those psionic crystal sharks, let's go hunting.
Keep an eye out, although we haven't seen any since the dragon turtles have started escorting us. Not many things in these waters tangle with dragon turtles.
So you want to see if they're up for a little hunt?
They speak a language I don't know. Anything else? Oh, he does also bring up. We're going down to 1/3. Is there anything else you would like? They get restless if they have too much time.
I'm trained with the big girl over there.
And then most of the bagpipes start playing.
And yeah, what's up? Still have that medicine kit in your kitchen, right? Yeah, we might need it. So, anything else for the rest of the evening?
Honestly, since I can't exactly make anything right now, when we do the long rest, I do have something I want to do, but I'm gonna ask if I can participate in sparring.
Okay. For tomorrow?
No, the sparring the barbarians doing.
It's in sequence for tomorrow.
Yeah, and I can also give bubbles to everyone so they actually have some kind of pipeline.
So, you are planning to spend an extra day at sea?
Yes.
I have to keep track.
Keep one extra day at sea so that they can finish prepping. The wizard might actually figure out his cue.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask if he would like
Still
help.
looking up help?
I ask if he would like help.
Yes. You can assist, but you cannot do it for him.
Not if he wants to be able to inject his own spells.
Correct. Now, being an artificer and knowing the basics of what that cube might consist of, I will allow, if he is helping you for the rest of the evening, you to look up one of those sites that if you put in the colors are on each side, it'll help you solve the cube. I will allow that. I was actually kind of waiting for someone to help you.
What want me to train these shipmates? Find enough. Sure.
And these goblins they're relatively musculature. They're not weak little underfed things.
And
I mean, they look great for the ship as is.
I'm wanting to also train.
Not just
No,
them.
but actually, Taskmaster Glars actually approaches you. It's like they've never seen combat in their life. The previous captain basically saw them as nothing but slaves who could move oars.
Towards the ceiling of the Underdark.
Don't worry, they're not the only ones. As she looks at a couple of the Durgar guards and crewmates.
We know how to fight. That's our primary job.
And we still kicked your asses.
Well, we were fighting the deep.
Not down in the hold, you weren't.
Well, that settles it then. All right, but I do request one thing in return. I don't know how to build
You would be your best bet.
I
personally, like.
It's going to take some time, but yes, eventually he can give you a proficiency in a tool that he is proficient in.
I would like
We can also have our carpenter. I believe we should have one of those on the ship as she looks at the first meet.
The quartermaster knows a thing or two, or about a thing or two.
I think he'd be happy to pass on some of his skills.
Possibly, but he's a very short temper.
Feed him more grog.
That'll do.
I also still have that big bottle I can do alcohol.
Oh yeah, no, you are like the entire ship has a certain profound respect for Rauxus simply because of his capability to provide alcohol.
Then it's settled. We'll start training at the top of the moat. At the top.
After I take a nap.
After I awake.
I'm gonna say to him, I would also try to want to learn some kind of different combat styles to help me not know how to use my sword.
He would
once
be able
out-
to teach you more strategy, but he cannot give you a proficiency like that. Tool proficiencies are one thing, combat proficiencies are another.
I don't know. While you can teach me how to use that neat little trinket that turns those knobs, I cannot teach you how to build that you don't have. As I flex my mighty bicep.
Anything else for the evening? As far as you are concerned, for the purposes of this, I want you to mark down a single, because it took you some experimentation, a single poison that can give a disadvantage on intelligence checks for 3 rounds, or for 1 minute. Because the powder, it was hard to get it to mix with the poison to where it would actually coat something. So you'll have 1 vial of psychic poison, or intelligence poison.
Are we about to do the long rest?
Yes.
I'd like to talk to Zero,
Okay.
and one of the things I would like to do is
How many languages are you proficient in? Should be on your character sheet.
Oh yeah, I know that. I'm just trying to find where.
Should be on the left side of your front page.
It's not the same. Is it in description?
Okay, proficiencies in languages.
So.
Hey!
This is how bad I am at word machines.
Five.
I am
It
terrible.
required a cheat sheet, but he got there.
Alright. So before we end the night, I
No
am dumping
five
spells
right
in this thing.
Okay, just so you know, you have the capability
And
to learn a
up
total
to
of 7.
level
If you want to have
s-
another one, you will have to
6.
get rid of one you have.
Level 6.
Right now?
No, I'm
Oh,
saying once you reach 7.
I'm gonna dump a fireball into it?
Checks or saves?
What?
Intelligence
Magic
checks.
misses in there too.
Or no, we'll make it safe. That makes more sense for a poison. It'll literally muddle their brain.
And I'm putting 3 magic missiles in it.
Okay. Make sure to mark that down
I am.
so we can track that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'll find it in.
anything else for the evening?
I'm trying to figure out how
Did
to
he
add.
teach me?
He gives you a refresher on Ravnica. You can kind of remember things now. You remember which guilds everybody's from, and you're like, oh yeah, that is right. God, feels
Can
like
I
it's
do
been
a
forever.
history check, and would it be an advantage or
No, because you are looking for something very, very specific.
Mm-hmm.
It would
My
be a
history,
regular
yeah.
history check.
My history.
your father's history?
Where
I will
do
allow you one more before the long rest.
Where do I add a language?
No, that's wrong.
You can't seem to recall anything about him specifically. It's like you blanked it because you didn't think it was important at the time. Alright. But right before you guys go out for the evening, I need one more perception check
I got
For
Cap.
all of us?
for everyone. Except Athane, because Athane's still locked in the captain's quarters.
Nat 20.
Dear Lord. This is going to be a group perception check, so if we have more majority of successes than fails, then Yeah.
Mm. Alright.
that's pretty good.
That's a pretty good group check.
Definitely over. That's like 70?
No, it's
I know, but all together.
yeah, it's quite high. Just waiting for Nixus. Nixus was a little distracted,
No, hold on.
but not a big deal. Overall, you passed.
Hold on. Didn't add my pluses.
Not after wisdom.
Actually, it would
Who
have
did-
been
yeah, you don't
I would
have
saw
any-
the lowest.
You don't have any pluses on perception. Looks like.
I do.
They do. It's a
It's-
+6, so that's 17.
I mean,
Regardless, everyone passed with enough to get the little tidbit that I am going to reveal next. Before you guys retire for the evening, you notice it was almost like a shooting star. Came straight through the ceiling and into the water at a considerable distance. But something definitely passed through that shone a light. And it's very similar to the ones that engulfed you when you were
I am not gonna lie.
More coming.
This one was white in color.
I'm not gonna lie. I seem to go in a little light crazy because I just saw a shooting star down here. You guys?
I thought I
it's-
saw something too.
It's similar to what Rock brought us here.
Should we go check that out? What
Hell
direction
yeah!
it came from?
I'm gonna let it
Very far away and not in the direction you're going.
A thing.
Name's in the cap.
Or,
Thing. Quick
At this
thing
point,
is-
you've completed your task.
Yes. So I'll come up to you. We saw something like a shooting star shoot through the ceiling straight down. It looks like something very similar to what brought us here.
Of course, from where we're at and where we're heading.
So
there's that.
we were
Can
obviously
we tell
at
it's like
divine.
port or starboard side?
We hit divine.
So, if you guys are heading at the current heading, you guys are heading north. I can pull up the map if you'd like.
Like what direction it went.
It's possible it probably went down to the next level.
it switches.
I wish them luck down there.
Yep. Well,
Especially with
unless
unknown
it's summoned by
creatures.
the
Where? Oh, where?
Unless
Did I
it's
put-
summoned by the book.
Oh, then made us on research. Good safety.
Alright, I don't have the map on me right at this moment. I don't know where it went. Ran away with the wind. But I will get it and bring it up. Because I need to show your guys' progress anyway. So,
Oh.
Fireball.
That's something that could be. I'm gonna get Goblin so I can talk to forgot her name.
Choice.
So I can talk to her actually.
I'm trying to.
I'm glad I helped you with the cube. Now you can start storing spells every
My
day.
character's smarter than.
There is a problem with that. That's why I try to incorporate some things. If you get help, you can cheat a little bit.
Yes, my character has way more intelligence than I. I've never been.
It happens. It's
All right, long rest then.
Yep. Everybody, go ahead and do a long rest.
All right. Well,
I'm working on getting us a image.
this is loaded up for when we need it. Oh. On this day.
Gotta love copyright. All right. So
More
Add more.
veggies.
Always do more veggies. Always do more
you can
veggies.
always add more veggies.
Just a little race to go.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna get some water.
Yes, hydration.
So-
Important.
It's usually about the time we take our
it is a good time for a break.
I was gonna say, it needs to stretch.
All right. So we will be back soon, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully get into the meat and potatoes of today's session.
And hopefully we won't run into more technical difficulties.
Hopefully, we will be right back.
I'm sure Yogi will let us know if that happens.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, when you were trying to control these cells, because you guys kept they were running around a couple times. So
There we are.
Competition, right?
yeah, having to hold them down was a bitch.
All right. So I think we are good to go.
By the way, that happened. That's
Yes, I got the map up. That is currently where the ship is, on its way to the lair of Calabash.
Not
Yeah, the
The big black dot.
big black dot.
Oh, okay.
It's Rose's old weapon. I haven't made a custom icon
we-
for the gritting winnow yet.
Are we able to see a indication of where we saw that star land?
Yes. So, let me show you. That star was somewhere in this area. Close to Cairn Hollow Isle. So, that is the ship's current location.
Yep.
For the sake of brevity, does anybody want to do anything over the next couple of days?
What do I need to roll in order to start training?
Training the goblins isn't something that we really need to roll. You're just working on the basics of the basics. Making sure they're proficient with their bow and their they have an assembly of short swords. So you're just making sure that they have the basics. That they can defend themselves if necessary.
As we're
What about
going
me?
through,
In regards to,
Since I joined in on
I mean, you're not going to gain any combat proficiency, but you do gain some confidence.
that's right, Rox. As just like you're messing around with your tinkering tools. It's 1, then 2, left, then
Oh.
right.
You're asking.
Do
Yeah.
you remember anything?
No, I don't. So that's why I wanted to ask you a little bit about that specific subject.
Well, I am
Why?
training these guys.
I told you
She's
what
going
you
to go
needed
into
to know.
devour a short sword.
Yeah, but I kind of need to know more.
Why?
So I
There
can
aren't
learn
any
more.
spare without leaving one of them just
Then why don't
unable
you
to
start sharing
defend
some of your-
themselves.
I can't do that.
What did you do to join
Even with the bows.
Even with the bows.
What?
They have just enough
What do you
to
do?
supply
What
the
did you
goblins.
do?
that are
What did
down.
you do?
Arrow.
Because I've heard
I
of
can't
that.
hear
Bows
something.
cause them
Hold
to
on.
be short of ammunition.
It's not.
Yeah, that you can do.
Excellent.
I'm-
If
I'm-
an arrow
I'm in
will
my
always be
spell
inside
book.
me. I will shoot non-stop arrows at close range.
Pull out an arrow, stab somebody.
Okay. Now what were you going to ask?
I think so. What? If you want to know more about my knowledge, you seem to be very interesting.
We talk about it all the time. Why wouldn't I be?
Not as much as you want to think I do. But what did you have to do to become a member of the Orzhov?
Yogi Bear, if you can hear us, just shoot a message in chat. Make sure we're good to go. Don't need a repeat of this morning.
Because I've heard multiple ways to get in. I want to know how you got it.
Like I was just belonging to the guild. Was going into it.
Yeah, well, my parents belonged to the guild too. I saw it as a proof myself. Saw it as a proof I had skills.
You'll know because of your knowledge of the various guilds. Orzhov is one of those that does believe in hereditary, to the point that their ghosts can hold sway. So not out of character.
Nah, no.
Do I get rid of the exhaustion?
Yes.
What's
No,
your
it's a
family?
long rest, so yes, you will
What
get
about
rid
your
of 3
family?
points of exhaustion.
What's my family?
Short rest, you can
Obviously,
use hit dice to get rid of exhaustion.
I know.
Long
Uh,
rest was an automatic too.
Yes, but he didn't have to use any hit dice, so I'll allow that. That's not a big deal.
My family. You're curious about my family?
Bugging me about mine.
So you'll spend the day discussing with each other about family heritage.
Yeah.
You're going to be training the goblins. You're going to be participating in the training.
I put
Are
my
you
book
doing
away
anything?
because I had my book out. I was like, all right.
And you deleted your crystal, correct?
I removed one of them.
Thank you.
Did you need one of the flowers or anything? The sauna herbs? Wasn't sure if you wanted to make it.
However, Crux does have a peculiar interest in the sauna herb. He wants to see if he can grow it.
I
Watching for
will
the
give
ship.
him the one that has the most roots.
Okay. Go ahead and remove one sauna herb from your inventory, and he's going to experiment and see if he can get it to grow and/or reproduce.
That's a very worthwhile thing for all of us.
Yes. Quite.
Honestly, would it give him a better advantage if I gave him another one?
That's up to you. You're not sure. You don't know anything about herbalism. Do you? Are you proficient with herbalism?
Let me see. Medicine +6.
No,
nature
not medicine.
+4. Herbalism.
Yes.
Probably nature.
For this would be nature. Yes.
Nature.
Yeah, +4. It's
No.
not
Are you
proficient.
proficient?
No.
Then you wouldn't know for sure.
I'm gonna give him one more,
Okay.
just so he has a backup.
Okay.
Because honestly, having a backup is better than nothing.
Okay.
I'll be training with them. I'll be acting as.
You would be far more adept, like very good with sword combat. You would be far more adept at teaching them how to use their bows properly.
Bows, daggers. For those that are using daggers.
I have nothing else to add.
Not this time.
And training the Durgar how to fight against slippery plants.
What?
Alright, just tell me when to start weaving. Weave.
All right.
Don't
Anything-
try to hit me! Shut up and hit me!
Don't try it.
Anything else?
In the training, I'm definitely gonna have Roxas Jr. do bubbles on everyone. But I'm gonna
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea.
But I'm gonna try to have Roxas Jr.
Yeah, they'll hurt
practice
themselves
on Leo practice on dodging.
Okay.
Dodging
but,
like swings
Well-
from other people.
you gain a particular both the quartermaster and the cook are particularly pleased with this, mainly because that allows them not to have to use so many medical supplies.
See
Yes.
what my friend has just did? He has given you the allowance to go harder! Now, swing!
And I'll do it where everyone will always have to try to have a constant 12 on their bubbles.
Okay.
Throughout-
Anything else for the day, for the sake of brevity?
Near the end of the day, once we're wrapping up training, we'll go towards either the quartermaster or officer. So, about that.
Master, you're gonna get paid an extra ration of grog for every day that you're training for that. Good crap.
All right, I can deal with them kind of
and-
wages.
And also, after everything else is done, at least with the sparring and whatnot, I'm gonna reward everyone with doing the beer.
I need you to roll me a d20 and keep track of the results for this.
So I'm gonna use the jug and do beer for everyone.
Obviously, which
Alcohol.
everyone is very thankful for. 25? I believe 25 is the minimum you can bet.
Can I get Julian to remind me how to
Okay, look. You have it. You have it.
You need to sit though.
See,
I need
you
to
have,
sit?
you have your
Yes,
thumb
they cannot
underneath
see,
the
so you know,
finger.
That is an 8 boss for the first try.
Okay.
So you want
Keep
to
track of
keep
that.
your-
I will tell you
want
you
to
need a
adapt
total
to that,
score
so
of
you're not
roughly
And you also want to use good strength.
50.
Not be weak about
So
it.
it'll
you
build
wanna
up.
aim for the
Okay.
edge.
Is there a time frame?
If you do not train it, it will
Bounce
slowly
it,
downtick. So if you don't train it for a night, it'll downtick.
Got it.
It won't downtick quickly,
As hard as
but
I can.
you need
Yes.
to
You want it to-
keep on those lessons.
You want it to hit the edge of your nail.
All right.
It might
So,
feel uncomfortable.
I need to be able to witness it.
We're trying to have her practice.
We're trying to get the.
These are practice flips. That's fine. Anything else for
If
the
you want to
evening?
give it a bit of height, raise it
Yeah, like
That's
that.
the
We should just go with the
I
finger.
just don't
Also,
believe
don't
it.
have it over the computer.
Break a key.
a bit. Height.
Let me know when you're ready for a real flip. Are you ready?
Yep.
Go.
Oh.
That wasn't a flip. Try again.
No.
That's still not a flip. You
Is
gotta
So
listen. You
good.
gotta.
Don't put it on
Yep.
Is there
Bounce
another
it
way
on
for
your
her to
finger.
flip it?
The other option is you can roll a dice and call odds or evens.
That would not be a bad idea.
Probably.
Where's that?
Can I do odds and evens?
Yes, you may. Flipping coins is hard.
It is.
Oh.
See, the wizard has decided to rage today.
Oh lord.
You guys want any?
God.
I'm
I'll
all
take
in.
I'm dressed in my
I'll
costume.
take one
but
dice
Ow!
of something.
Anything. Because I mean, I'm
Is
not
there,
keeping
is
it
there
down.
chocolate?
No.
I'm not a fan of a lot of those.
Oh.
Go around behind.
We have
people,
chocolate
please.
upstairs, but this is all sweet.
Yeah, I prefer chocolate.
Chocolate.
So, pulling out a dice.
Just one, Dad?
Or
Before
just
you
take
roll
a
it, you
few,
need to call
'cause I mean,
odds or
this is-
evens.
Which is
This
should
is
I
gonna be
use?
one time.
Your choice. Your choice.
Not like 10, but like.
I'm having a look at what the different options are because there's some hiding others.
We're gonna go evens.
Okay, so it evens you win.
I get some candy.
Quickly.
No, I'm trying.
As you can see,
So,
we are still a bunch of
I
children
wanted
at
to
heart.
ask, how did Roxas,
Things come first.
Leo
Alright.
Roxas
I'll see
did
if we get any
For me-
chocolate.
with the
That is the
dog
progress you made through the day,
But yes, I'll take
since
chocolate.
you're going at a third speed.
Okay.
All right. This is
Evens
a
to
roll.
win.
That is a 4. That is an even.
So, where are you doing this?
Are you doing this on the deck?
We're doing this on the deck.
No,
Where everybody
do
can
it
see.
inside. Do it inside.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Do it inside so
Oh,
on the
they-
deck it is.
When they do that, I check the skies again.
Skies are fine.
Alright.
50 gold.
However, you do gain a little bit of an audience as you magically turn 25 gold into 50. And they're all like, how the bloody hell? Bass, what kind of coin is that?
So just that 25.
Yes.
Yay! I'm rich again! Woohoo!
Something like that. So, you've made it halfway to the lair of Califax.
Oh, so wouldn't it be another 2 days?
Another day.
One more day.
So, what are the stories of this Califax have you heard, Colin?
That there's a trial, and that he has never been rooted in time immemorial from his house, his home. So, for the sake of brevity, we go into the evening, you get your night's rest. Nobody needs anything special from long rest at this point. The next day begins. Anything for this particular day before we arrive? Nope. right, Katria.
I will continue to train him about this just to be sure. At the beginning, do my
They
training.
are getting progressively better.
I'll still be participating as well as Leo. Leo's
Okay.
definitely practicing his dodging maneuvers and whatnot.
Remind me again, what was our quest at the lair of Caliphix, Captain?
Literally.
We're supposed to clear it out.
Ah! Total annihilation.
Well, if there's
I will
a
be-
trial, then that's...
During the last day, I will be helping you folks with the sauna herbs. I have followed up the spirits and knowledge from nature.
Okay. You realize that one of the ingredients you're going to need is soil. You're over the sea, so that's kind of difficult. But you are able to keep it intact and alive with what you have on hand.
I have a rock.
We have some soil from his garden.
Yes.
Mushrooms.
And that's what you're using to keep it alive, but you don't know exactly what you need for this specific herb. You're going to need to... You know that it grows out of rock faces.
I'm
You guys got enough candy,
You wanna
didn't
try?
you?
Straight dead. I have a rock.
This is my go-to.
No. They don't grow out of the rock itself. They grow in between cracks in the rocks.
Oh.
And I'm also going to be looking at that special mushroom that he gave me.
Okay. This one, don't think that it's supposed to glow like it is. That's really all you can tell at this point.
No.
We'll
These are full air.
we'll repot it
They're
Okay.
they're fresh.
That's fine.
to maintain it.
Alright, can I
Any
quickly roll the
chocolate?
second?
Yes, go for it.
This is more than enough sugar for me.
Dad, any chocolate?
I'll take one piece.
This is my weakness.
Yes, mine too.
Then you can actually have peanut butter so you can actually have wheat
Oh.
and whatnot.
We're thinking of maybe going trick or treating. Just to give out some of it.
Thank you. Yeah, go ahead and bring that back up. Moving on. So, throughout the day, you finish the training the goblins to the best of your ability.
I wish to train with
Alright. Giving them a little bit of proficiency whenever they lose both weapons.
Go ahead, show them the right and left crosses.
Training the Durgar to hit targets better.
They seem particularly interested in the ability to spot particularly stealthy individuals,
I'll be training them
increasing
in-
their overall perception. Alright, so,
Would
excuse you?
Would I be able to help with that? Because I'm usually good at like looking at small things for tinkering and whatnot.
No, this is more finding people who are being stealthy.
Ah.
Hide and seek.
You are
We
you
play
are
hide and
finding
seek on
imperfections
with
bad
darkness
material.
upside
I will
there.
probably
I'm able
also
to listen as well.
I'll see what I can join in.
and as you know, your darkness has faded off of your
Yeah,
stuff.
Well,
but I can recast it every day.
Yep. Alright,
Really know, that's why
so-
I'm not really helping much right now.
moving on. Go ahead and load the next scene.
Alright, next today we're going to be learning footwork
So,
and helping us stream.
I said start throwing firebolts at them.
Come on,
Have you
move
been
those
Dodge.
legs, move those legs,
You
go!
pull up.
Have you been charging?
You were
your
able to
cube
see it.
Of spells?
It's already once
You
you
were-
charged, it's charged.
you were able to see it as you approached. About 200 feet up is the entrance to the lair of Caliphix. There is a small little stream coming down off of the cliff face. But overall, nothing happens as you approach. And you are confronted with the choice of how to get up there. Halderai seems particularly rattled by the stories given by the paladin and does not want to go with. He volunteers to keep an eye on the ship.
Ah,
Really?
Alderai, you can use your sharp eyes.
I'd like my eyes in my Yes.
That's your choice.
I would like to climb the wall.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check
For
for jumping off the boat onto the wall.
Hey, you didn't even say when. She's already going up ahead. Somebody
We'll
has-
see if she's going up ahead. I'm waiting for the roll to register. Okay,
14.
yeah. You jump out. You kind of scrabble a little bit against the sheer rock, but you're able to find purchase. And it's a long trek up.
What did I say? How far up did you say? 200?
200 feet.
All right, so we've got 450 feet of rope. They carry the rope up, and then we climb up with it.
Oh, I got some milk.
You guys have pittance?
You jumped off before declaring anything
Hold on.
about rope.
Throw me the rope.
You want me to throw you the rope?
So we can attach
Throw
it to
me
the
one end of
other
the rope,
rope.
and we'll start attaching the ends to it.
So we can try to climb up that.
Which
As
one?
I usually watch all this.
Just a
and-
rope.
And just lead
One
step all the way to
long
the
rope.
top.
I'll still have 25
you
feet
begin
boat.
flying up towards the top.
You know, sometimes I swear that can be cheating. Alright.
I'll throw 25 feet with the boat. Holding on.
I'm peeking my head over the edge.
Can I chuck my javelins into certain areas and make them makeshift pittance so that when I follow up, climb them up, if the rope hasn't been set, I can use those to tighten around so
You
any
have 50.
accidents happen.
You have 50. You have 50.
You can certainly try.
Hey, Thane! Drop us a 50-footer of rope, please.
As she reaches the top and is peeking over the edge.
I think I have pittance.
Still got 4 of these, so if I aim them properly. First one.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Aim this at a decent base. Flop.
We're actually short 25 feet of rope right now. I'm going to ask the quartermaster.
First one sinks right into the crack of a rock. No problem. Bing.
Hey, here's a pittance.
Which was eerily close to where you were.
Oh,
You're not sure if they were using you as target practice or...
Tie the rope to that! Make it secure!
I'll tie part of the rope.
Yeah,
So
tie,
that-
tie part of the rope. Make it secure.
I'm giving.
I will attempt. to
Okay.
make it to keep.
I give Katria a
Not a
hit and I
problem.
have
You're
it
a
on my
very
backpack.
dexterous person. The scariest part was just getting your arm over it so you can start tying it.
And I just gave Katria a pittance, an actual pittance.
Be grateful when I actually.
You have to actually clamp them and then hammer them in.
Yeah.
He's throwing javelins.
Yeah.
Got
How
three
many
more
javelins
javelins
have I
to
seen
throw.
there?
Now,
A pittance
what
is
is the
a
maximum
steel
range of the
spike.
javelin?
I
Javelin's max range is 120, so.
Right, but that'll be a disadvantage. What is its normal max range?
Oh, 30 feet.
Just keep that in mind.
Of course, so
Okay.
any further up, probably.
Will be a disadvantage.
Ah,
And you
reckless
definitely
attack.
cannot get it all the way up.
Ah, reckless attack.
Wait a second. Could we have just asked a thing?
No, we couldn't because she already flew up, having
I
the
love
time
how
of her
everybody
life.
thinks of this after the fact.
Well. But the theme's selfish, too. So.
Oh.
I
This
will
doesn't
say.
sound like me.
Unfortunately,
What?
you do not hear that. But you see the first mate going, kind of eyeballing you a little bit because you basically just disrespected the captain.
So I don't see anything at the moment.
Are you actually going to look up further in the cave?
I'm at this point peeking over the edge.
Yeah, you're just watching them try to ascend. And
No,
No, he's being
other
over it.
edge.
oh, so you're peeking over the edge into the cave.
Yes.
So let me bring that down here. As you peek into the cave, I have some box decks.
Not stupid enough to go flying into what may be an enemy stronghold.
At this point, if I wear a thing,
Well, if you're climbing and you're taking rope up with you, I don't know how fast you climb. What, 40 feet?
I can double my speed.
Climb speed.
Why is this not allowing me to copy basic?
So 40. Yes.
Okay. This is not allowing me to copy basic
So-
text.
So as you're climbing, we're just tying ropes to the end, and we're gonna be able to all shimmy up.
All right. As you emerge onto the landing, you quickly discover the cramped space is taken up by 4 monolith statues, each with a small plaque at the bottom that is written in common. The statues, upon actually, that's going to be it for the moment, unless you want to go inspect the statues.
No.
Okay.
But I will pull out one of my pittons, stab it into the rock and hammer it in, and
Okay.
tie my special line to it.
As I prepare for the second javelin, I'm already prepping for disadvantage because I'm figuring it's next one's gonna be 60 feet up, right?
You go 40 feet. Go 40 feet at a time.
Alright, so 40 feet. We're how far away from
So that would be 70 feet up.
Alright, so 30 feet. Yeah, that's okay. So yeah, once more, that's still disadvantage. Right?
Yes.
Reckless.
He would have to rage, I believe.
Nope. Reckless attack is at any time.
Let me double check.
It's one of the amusing things with it.
Double check.
When you make your first attack of your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly, giving you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls.
Melee.
But your attack rolls against you have advantage.
So
Correct.
it's melee only.
Melee only. So if you
That's
want to do
kinda
that,
one.
it'll be at disadvantage.
That's gonna be the plan for now. Because she's still. This is how she's thinking. Like,
Okay.
already getting these in, and then
Well, you
work
do
things up.
see up at the top,
Good.
a thing is working on the top end.
She works from the top, I work from the bottom. We already got the first one in. Let's see if we can't get the second one.
And you already you removed one javelin off of your inventory so far, right?
About you now, and that is a 17 buff man.
With disadvantage. All right. 70 feet up, you manage to find another crack. You spot it about 40 feet above you from the first
So then
one.
you go up. Go.
Doesn't Halderai have a rope of climbing?
Let me check. Character sheet.
And minus some 2 at the moment, so I'm down to 2 left.
Rope silk.
So it's got 50 feet of silk.
Yes.
We're
Handwork,
just tying
itself,
ropes together,
or
going like, all right.
climbing.
Have we had a climbing rope of climbing?
No rope of climb.
Okay.
Fell in love with that bird. My eyes didn't-
So. Anything else?
We'll make one more kill for the third one, knowing that at this point it'll be just barely out of reach.
Yeah, it's going to be at the longest possible range. It will be at disadvantage.
Of course.
Is there a way I
If you
can
roll like
help
you
him?
did last time, you might hit.
Well, there is one way you can help him if you can think of it.
Alright, let me get
Hold on.
good. What?
Hold on. What? Go ballista.
Ballista.
Why not just blast the ballista right towards the last point we need?
Oh yeah, I can do that. Pulls the big ballista, aims it upward. Oh, right about there.
Yep.
Boom!
About 40 feet.
Sticks into it.
I was gonna say, you have a ballista,
Yeah.
and then you have another 40 feet up. You can put a rope, and then we.
Using the ballista and a few bolts from the ship's inventory, you get enough pittons improvised to safely attach ropes all the way up.
The thing has the last 50 feet up there.
Great logic.
I will need Rauxus, Triolus, and Catria to all roll athletics checks to ascend the rope. The DC for this will be lower because of the hidden ideas.
This is a not great.
No! No!
Hey, I got 17. I'll take it.
No!
Roxas fall. Bam!
It's because it's.
I'm climbing up a mountain.
Artificial nat one.
Roxas, what do you got?
Artificial nat one?
Artificial nat one.
Okay, it wasn't a natural nat
It
one.
was a 2, but it had said -1 strength.
So,
Oh,
luckily
God.
this was a group roll. Rauxus is not great with ropes.
No.
Especially with how heavy
But
I am.
as a group, you're able to help him get up there.
What we do in the if all else fails, we tie a rope to him and we just start hoisting as a group.
Okay.
I'm just laughing.
You go ahead and go first.
Yeah, you
Joe.
just
I got
skimmy
the
up.
rest of the weight.
Yep.
For the sake of brevity, you guys managed to make it up towards the top.
Yay.
Athane has come back down to the ship itself. You might want to back away from the island a little bit. Keep your eyes out.
Hi, Captain. And they'll pull away a bit.
Alright, so
All
now
right.
we see the statues.
I will go ahead and open this up. So, allow me to continue the box text. The statues, upon closer inspections, are not statues at all, but creatures that are holding impossibly still, silent sentries guarding the path forward. The air is oddly clean, as though death and decay doesn't linger here, despite the creatures being obviously long dead. But in a stasis, held in time. There's a small creek of water that cascades out of the mouth of the cave. It's sourced somewhere further up. The stone here is very solid, looking like it was carved out of the side of this cliff face a long, long time ago.
Okay, so they're in stasis.
So these are the ones you can see. Feel free to move your characters as you will. There is nothing that is...
Anything I can
You can certainly try.
Ugly.
it's not going to have my number on there, so.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, it does. Alright.
Pretty good.
This magic is old. While you're not entirely sure what its nature is, it seems to have some kind of trigger. That's all you can really tell.
I'm gonna kind of. Can I see like what this looks like?
I am roguing.
The rogue has, Athane has vanished as Athane does. So what were you saying?
Can I? I'm taking a look at this one.
Roll me a perception check.
In the box text, was there? You said there was a description of the mural, or
You can. The box text is on the Discord if you want to go back and look at it. That way you always can have it.
thank you.
What are these little things?
They are little hands that are just coming up out of the ground, just standing just like this. Like this is the ground itself. They seem like
Right.
they're almost grasping at something.
16.
You notice out of some, you're looking around, you're not entirely sure, but as you glance around, you notice something on the ceiling. More box text.
Where's the box text?
Only you see this at the moment. I'm getting ready to put it in box text.
Discord.
A test of lore, these questions for. If truly unwise, fear not your demise. A challenge of brawn, if 4 times wrong. Speak to the chosen, in time are frozen. For each you guess true, that guardian will not challenge you.
And
I am going to move to the group and tell them this.
while he is moving
Before
to
he
the
does
group,
that-
I'm going to go and read each plaque on the statues.
Okay?
I'm gonna stop.
Go ahead and roll stuff.
Okay,
I'm not
so.
really a huge fan of
Turn our back
Four.
one time, or we finally get up here. The other two are already gone.
These questions for.
Uh,
so there's
Unfortunately,
4 questions.
you see Katri kind of like trying to stealth.
Okay.
And,
Nixie-
I'm sorry, Nixif trying to stealth and kind of steps in the water for a second. Steps out of the water. It's like, oh, nuts.
And truly unwise.
Yeah, right there, Nixon.
Fear not your demise. So if I'm guessing, if we get wrong,
Wisdom.
So you're inspecting the statues themselves, the plaques.
Yes.
Which one are you inspecting
let's
first?
just fear not
I
your
guess
demise.
we'll start with
If I had any guess, if we got
or this one to the left, one that's not going to be surrounded.
Beauty.
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah,
Brawn,
Just go ahead and move your
4
character
times
to the one you're
wrong,
inspecting.
Yes, sir.
All right, one person at a time, please. Try to
This
make
is the
crazy.
chosen, which I guess is these 4 frozen people.
Okay, hold on. First things first.
If you guess
The
true,
first thing you
then
see
not
is a nameplate above its riddle, and it says Gregory. This is what you are looking at. is just frozen, not moving. There's small little cracks of a light green energy that just seem to be holding it in place. And it says, "What goes up? What does not go down?"
What goes up and does not
But never comes down.
It needs to be named with Gregory, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna look at this.
You kind of have to step over a couple of hands to
Yeah.
get close enough to read it. Give me one moment.
Is that in the box text?
I can put it in the box text.
As I'm writing this
So
in my book.
this is a massive undead gorilla named Gregory. You are inspecting the other creature.
We're up in the
Who makes it has no need of it. Who buys it has no use for it. Who uses it can neither see nor feel it. What is it? The nameplate on that one is Jennifer.
That's weird at all.
And I will go ahead and send an image of what this thing looks like.
Oh yeah.
It's literally just a mass of arms. Just frozen, holding in place. You two are looking. Who's next?
I guess
Next up? Are you inspecting the one up on the little cliff there?
I guess so.
So, I will. It has a nameplate that says Jonathan. And it looks like this.
Beholder.
Undead Beholder.
Undead beholder that. That's even
I feel
worse.
like I should not be near this thing.
The plate says, "I am not alive, but I grow. I am all consuming, but I have no mouth. What am I?"
Ooh, wait.
You don't see that one. You
No,
haven't gone over there
not
to
yet.
inspect it.
I have an idea. What does the skeleton?
I'm sorry?
Skeleton one.
The one that you're at.
Yeah.
Alright, let me send the image real fast. It says a nameplate of Alyssa. This is what it looks like.
Oh, skeleton.
It's-
It's an undead Naga.
No, or
All but the beholder you are familiar with.
What was the beholder's name?
Jonathan,
The Beholder is Jonathan.
Oh, what's the text?
I'm putting it in there now.
The arms was Jennifer. And the undead Naga.
What has a head and a tail but no body? Is the one that's on that.
Okay. I'm gonna ask everyone if we want to do a group up and think.
What?
I did not know. Say, I think I wrote this before. Are there beholders around?
There are not, to my
No.
knowledge.
That creature is completely foreign to all of you. You
The
may know
the
you may know it
rest-
as a player, but
The,
your
the
characters
Naga
have
I've probably seen before. Not sure about the other two.
So
the gorilla zombie. You're also like, I've never seen a gorilla
The-
with 4 arms. The
the-
French.
the one that says I'm alive.
Or the
but I
massive
grow.
arm. The Naga, I'm like, okay, I've seen this.
I'm not saying this is the full answer, but my idea for the I'm not alive, but I grow. I'm all consumed, but I have no mouth.
You don't know about that one.
Nixif hasn't come back to tell anybody
Oh.
about it.
Wait till we read these.
Except,
Come
see
on.
if we can answer
Let's see
these.
what you got.
Man,
did you
this
find?
one ugly bastard. Looking at the gorilla after reading the thing. Turn around and make it over back to the group.
Oh, you're continuing on. Oh. We're trying to go
You can't.
I know.
This
I'm-
cliff here.
I was
Inspecting the rest.
Inspecting the
Yes. So right above that cliff, above the beholder, there's some kind of green shimmering wall that's just kind of floating there. You get the instant impression that without going through the trial, you're not getting past it.
So,
And on closer inspection, you actually looks like screaming mouths of silent screams are emitting from it.
Alright, so if we fail all four, we have a test of. We have to fight all of this. So we need to get these figured out.
so the one from Nix's, I'm not alive,
You don't
but
know it.
She hasn't said anything
I
about
You
thought-
cannot.
I thought
No,
she's-
they have not. No,
I'm
stop.
sorry.
So you're not gonna believe this. This beast back over here has a name. Gregory.
Well, this thing over here with the arms is Jennifer. Now, was there something on the plaque? Because the one I looked at said, and a question saying, who makes it but has no need of it? Who buys it has no use for it? Who uses it can neither see nor feel it. What is it? What about you? What did you have on yours? Gregory?
Wow, questions. Sort of weird because I have one similar. What goes up but does not go down was on his.
What about
Mine
your-
was Big Snake. What has a
What-
head?
what was the
and
name
a
of
tail?
it?
I don't remember the name.
He never gave you the name.
Which one?
The snake.
Snake?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
Alyssa?
Alyssa.
Alyssa. The snake was Alyssa, and it had what has a head and a tail but no body.
Catcher pulls out a coin.
That's true. This is a true
Nick
coin.
Sif?
That's a coin.
As you
Mine
say
was-
that out loud, the glowing cracks on the Naga, the undead Naga, fade. And it locks into place.
You just solved one for us. Good job.
Hey! Told you I'm not all bronze. That being said, what goes up and does not go down? I have
Yeah, not yet. We won't know.
Nick Sif, what's yours?
Well, it was called Jonathan. It's freaking ugly. I'm not alive, but I glow. I am all-consuming, but I have no mouth. What am I?
Would that be fire?
As you say that,
Yep.
because the cave is listening,
Oh gosh.
all of the
You're not paying
glowing
attention.
things around this fleshy sack of what look to be blind eyes fades, and it locks into place.
All right. So we have 2 down.
Yeah, I'm not alive. But I grow. Fire grows
Yeah.
and it consumes all.
Yes, this is.
So,
All right. So we have the last 2. Fame. Any ideas on those last 2?
I don't see anything anywhere.
however, at this point, you and you petrify. The same glowing cracks that were all over the creatures lock you up. You can't speak. All you can do is breathe.
I can't breathe. I don't breathe.
He's the one that spoke. And he's the one
Oh,
that spoke.
you're correct. So you two are locked in place, petrified, and can no longer assist even out of character.
Okay.
God, that's so weird.
Oh, great.
Anyway, what do you think about that one, Trellis? Whoa.
No,
He's
you
not-
see
he's
the
not
glowing
one of-
cracks that were on the creatures now on them.
Well, we'll load in this.
That is new. Roxas, can you design? Oh. Oh dear.
We're screwed.
I don't want to say we're screwed. So we just
We're both idiots.
Okay. Maybe we're both idiots. Let's hope that our fine captain is also not here.
God damn it!
Okay. Let's talk this out. Okay? Let's talk this out. What was yours again?
Would you like to mark the two that have fully petrified?
I really
sure.
solved mine.
Yeah, not just the characters,
Alright.
but the two
Alright, what was the other ones?
beasties.
Yep.
There's still mine, which is what goes up but does not go down. Which, like,
With the assortment of limbs. What was her name again? Jennifer.
yes.
Right, yeah.
That's
What
I heard.
what makes it has no need for it, but buys it, has no use for it, but uses it, neither see nor feel it. What is it? The fame! We could use your help!
Good times. As the two smartest ones go.
I got one.
And I got blue.
Can't get this wrong.
Didn't Ketria say the answer?
You can't
I
talk.
showed the answer.
You
and I
cannot
said
talk.
it.
Neither of you
Catfish.
can talk right now.
Well, no,
Catfish
I was
showed-
asking to make sure.
Nope. You
Catfish
can't even
showed
talk
him
out
the
of character
answer,
right
and
now.
He
You two must be
spoke the
quiet
answer.
for this moment.
Goodness, there's so many guesses there. I don't want to just guess. Come on, Nixon. I know you're smarter than me on this. Who makes it has no need of it. Who buys it has no use of it.
Out of character, I have a +0 on my intelligence. I am not smart.
Kiddo, I am the same with intelligence as you, okay? We are 2 zeros working on a same pod right now.
Congratulations, you two are average intelligence.
Yeah, that is actually average.
It is, okay.
But does not go down, right? I'm not a businesswoman. No. I mean,
I have marked those two as petrified.
A thing!
no, it does come down, especially if someone has to support games.
No, don't think that's it.
Do you think it's something that's material, or do you think they're asking like like something
I
that's
think they're asking.
objective? Is objectively? She's using the wrong word for it. Objectively. That what isn't. You can't grab it. It's like an idea.
How about we look on the other one?
Who makes it has no need of it. Who buys it has no use of it. Who can use it can neither see nor feel it. Okay, this is gonna sound terrible. This is my guess, because if you make it but you have no need of it, you have to pass off. So you sell it to somebody else. Whoever needs it isn't using it for themselves. They have to give it to someone else who has to use it. And whatever they're using, they're not using it on themselves. They're using it on another person. They don't see or feel it. Goes through that such a transitional thing like that? I've got an idea, but I don't like the idea.
There's a couple of things. Just remember, if we get it wrong, well, something's about to come alive.
You finally decide to show your face.
Break
As-
stealth.
As she breaks stealth directly behind you.
Captain, good to see you. Got any
Could use
ideas?
some help.
Well, my guess is to the ones who create it don't need it, the ones who buy it can't use it, and the ones who use it and can't see it or feel it. My guess would be breath, but
As you say that, a crack forms on this center column here. A glowing crack.
Oh, fuck.
And it just forms perfectly and glows.
so now we know what happens when we get it wrong.
Oh God, and here I was about to say poison.
As you say that, Another crack forms.
Okay. Let's think of ideas. Can we think? Can we think, you goddamn statues? Okay. I won't say anything.
They, what goes up but doesn't come down.
What goes up but never comes down? We want to brainstorm. We probably shouldn't do it in here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do we want to go back to the edge of the cliff over there?
As you look back towards the edge, another one of those shimmering walls has appeared with faceless souls. It doesn't hurt to the touch, but it is very physical. You are not getting through that very easily.
Can you break magical walls? I think.
Both of your spellcasters have been paralyzed at this point.
God damn it!
Oh.
Yep. We're here. We're stuck.
Oh, and you're hearing all of this, just so you both know. You just have no capability of responding or moving. Literally, all you can do is look around and breathe.
Well, this is troublesome.
Actually, you can't even look around. You
Stealth
can't
on through.
physically move.
I can't even move my
Your
arms.
eyes,
look-
your,
you're so
your
happy.
eyes are also. Triolis, your eyes are also getting dry because you can't even blink.
Can we?
What about my eye?
As
It's electrical.
It doesn't matter. You can't move in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, this is quite
What
sticky.
would
We
the
gotta
roll be
lean
for
on-
like?
he's leaning on
investigation?
Triolis.
Could we roll for something?
There is a possibility of something you could roll, but you need to know what you're investigating towards. You need to have a general idea.
These riddles. That's not enough.
No.
Okay, well, can you, okay, let's at least make some suggestions towards ourselves. though.
Actually, on one of the riddles, you will be able to do an investigation, and on the other, give me one moment, you will be able to do an investigation. Unfortunately, the riddles that you would be related to are not
Already
listed.
good.
Let's see what you get.
16.
You're fairly certain it has something to do with death. But you're not exactly sure what. That is the only hint I can give you.
Which riddle was this?
The one about the usage. Who makes it has no need of it. Who buys it has no use for it. Who uses it can neither see nor feel it. What is it?
Coffin.
As you say that.
Wait.
Is that it?
No, the problem with that is it was close to my insight. Or
That's true.
That is
You wouldn't have gotten a hint about that. But I will count that as yours. The cracks around the gorilla fade and appear on Thane, who is now locked up and falls.
she's on the ground.
Okay.
When
Then
she-
you just kind of
Wait.
lock up in place.
The cough around the gorilla or the hands?
That was around the hands.
That was the hands.
Okay.
Check. Yes.
Can I do
all
my-
of, including all of the little hands?
Is it
So the
investigation
gorilla
or
is the only one that's left with still a.
Cough, what? Damn it, a thing!
As she said that, she closed her eyes. She's just gonna listen to this at this point.
Okay, next step. What goes up but does not come down?
Investigation.
If I mess this up,
Let's see what you roll.
Well, you're in a 4 or 5.
thank you.
It is something you deal with constantly. And something that your guild is very notorious for tracking their various members, because sometimes it also determines their status. That's the only hint I can give you.
Thanks.
As you say that, another crack forms on the column.
God damn it.
What
It
did you
starts
say?
to glow.
Just not like
Out of character, I said thanks.
frames. Well, that didn't seem to work. Why would you think that?
Cause they usually, go up.
What are you doing? You can't DM
Google
something
this.
as an idea.
Jeez.
You can't DM something. You need to
God
actually
damn it.
physically say it.
What?
Oh, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. That's scratch it.
Do you think it has something to do with like age or something?
As you say that,
Oh!
there's a moment of pause, and the glows around the gorilla fade. It is age. And all of the petrification goes away. The creatures are still held in place, but the everybody else is unpetrified.
Yep.
You can finally blink. Your eyes are like, "Ugh."
Oh,
Ha
that sucked.
Oh, bow to the mighty knowledge of Kotria! There's a moment of pause before she starts.
Dude, we nearly
I
did
just-
lose that
I
one.
just bad about being a
Oh
nerd.
my god.
You were on your last strike.
I know.
Oh.
Four strikes. Four.
Oh.
Now, hold on one moment.
When I heard Orzhov.
Now, the question is, if the fourth strike had happened, these two would have been the only ones unpetrified, and they would have had to affect the one creature that was.
I have a little bit more box text. All 4 creatures' mouths move at once, saying this. You may proceed. Take not what is his, and show proper respect, and you may not incur his wrath.
Oh.
If I'm not-
No, taking his gold.
God damn it!
Look at you immediately.
The wall that was behind the undead fleshy eyeball creature fades, but the one residing over the front of the cave remains.
Well,
If we don't take his stuff,
We live.
we don't. Yeah.
Mhm.
and as much as
But
we
the
would like
thing
to
is,
Same.
then how are we? Yeah.
Babe.
You know what the funny thing is? She hasn't stolen the damn thing yet.
I know.
She has.
No, no.
No,
I
I
was gonna
found
say-
it.
I was gonna
Found
say-
is not stealing.
Maybe keep the bag from eating any chest this time around.
as Katria walks away from the group. Well, looks like we can't go back either way.
Yep. Forward it is. Then we go.
Still sealed. So where was that entrance? As I followed her.
Goodbye.
Ooh. Didn't see the boat down here earlier. That would have been terrible if I. The boat sealed
As
in the
Rauxus stays behind.
No.
Okay, pause for a moment. Mixit, as you climb over that particular part of the cliff where the barrier was, a sudden dread chill, not anything to do with temperature, fills you.
Oh, this is kind of creepy. Want to go back?
We can't. All right, I get up there.
Because we
The
have
same chill fills through you.
Ooh,
As you climb up there, Vellum is trying to run. It wants nothing to do with anything that's in there.
Climb up.
Like,
arcane knowledge.
he's trying to tug you back down the cliff.
Arcane knowledge.
Do I feel anything?
Yes, you feel it too. For the first time, you feel cold.
21 for an arcane knowledge.
Don't go anywhere yet, Nixon. Whatever this is, if it were to be hostile, would definitely have a very frightening presence, more so than anything you've ever experienced before.
You guys got suddenly quiet getting over this
If I
clip.
And
What's the
then
matter?
that's you.
And from the
Oh.
Paladin stories, this could be
This
the Revenant Spirit. of
Is
the
not
dragon.
the same as the creature that chased you out of the next forest. This is something colder, calculated.
Okay, we're dealing with a smarter fiend here.
Same old whisper development. I think we can't get out right.
Wait here, no go.
Won't be able to pick it back up.
By the way, I
Same
have my
with
lantern on,
entrance
so I at
Hang
least have
out
some light.
It
Okay.
latches onto the wall.
Wait, I'm gonna give you dark vision.
I'll take dark vision.
Okay, go ahead and cast that.
Yes.
Getting similar vibes.
As you approach, I have a little more box text.
Getting similar Sort of vibes like when I was running out of the forest. Only this one's cold.
And she'll go over to them as well. One more thing. She reaches in, she grabs one of the depleted coins.
Okay. You walk into the large cavern, a large pool of water which you cannot see the bottom of, cascades from a gentle waterfall to your right. Gold coins in massive heaps are piled along the walls. The head of some massive statue on your left, and another complete statue of what looks like some sort of winged human on the right against the walls. A small station for repairing equipment is in a nook to your left, as well as some sort of stone coffin against the back wall. To the right, in the corner, is a nook where a few treasures reside, including a large golden disc of some sort. A chill fills the air, a figure waiting for you. I will go ahead and show you what the figure looks like.
Am I putting Vellum against the wall?
I'll just remember that. I don't think it'll come into play, but
Leaving your bag here to rest.
Scared.
A bag can be scared.
I don't know if that's going to work.
What? Is the bag
Yes.
alive or something?
Yeah, he told us earlier.
That's the living. Oh.
She broke stealth in order to talk to Vellum.
Okay.
She's stealthy.
And I'm crossing this thing.
Give me one moment, please.
God.
My link is not working.
It's terrifying. Look at all those numbers. I didn't think numbers could just scan. Constantly shifting.
No, that is not it. Let me have
You know the
this.
Matrix, right? That one scene where Neo's just seeing the figures of Smiths, but all made of zeros and ones.
Here we go.
Wait, which one was it?
Now I figured it out.
How far is
This is the figure
Wait,
away.
how far is that dark vision?
As you enter a series of braziers in a
Razors.
braziers in a ghastly green light around the entirety of this cavern, giving you the ability to see with or without dark vision.
I'm pretty sure we're not seeing burning bras right now.
No, definitely not. And a single figure awaits you. Go ahead and move your people. I'm just moving you in close enough to where you can see.
It's been there.
Anyway, so
So there's this person.
So-
insurance.
I'm just lighting it
what?
up.
Oh,
Give me one moment,
it's all moved.
just so you can see the entire thing.
Except if you take a single coin, I'm dead.
Okay.
I have a little more box text.
What's going on here?
Who has the highest passive perception?
18.
I have,
Passive perception.
yeah, 14. So it's probably gonna be you.
16.
16.
Okay, I have a message for you in just a moment. Box text. A human-looking ghost waits for you to arrive patiently. His hands folded gently behind his back, his features fine and long wispy hair floating in a wind that isn't present, as though he was underwater. His clothing is fine, and it looked at some point he was adorned in the garments of some sort of captain of a ship. As you approach, he smiles slightly. It has been quite some time since I have had a visitor. I am Califax, and I will be your host for your stay. To what end do I owe the pleasure of your company?
Oh, so there's still a host here. Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Katria. This is Trilos. That's our Captain Athane.
You can't see me.
Our Captain Athane is around here somewhere.
Looks directly at you.
I know.
That's
I
Roxas.
figured he would.
That's Roxas. And over there is Nixon. And,
Yes. So,
Fear not. Come closer.
I will.
And with a wave of his hand, out of the stone itself, a table and an assortment of chairs.
And I do approach, by the way.
Okay.
I'll sit. I'll sit in one of the
I'll
chairs.
sit right next to him.
I'll take the odd middle seat that seems to be in between everybody else.
The thing is just looking at this giant head.
Okay. It seems to be broken off of a statue. It doesn't. It's just made out of normal stone. It seems more of a sentimental value than actual value. So,
Don't forget to take your seat.
what do we owe for pleasure?
So,
Shows up with side.
I think there's
the chair.
some concern with the spire. The deep spire.
Ah, yes. The spire has sent many to try to end my curse. All have failed.
What is your curse?
Gestures to the board. I am tied here. With death missing, I am unable to pass on. Tied to my cord. I am simply done. I have watched civilizations rise and fall. I wish nothing more than to pass on. However, with death missing, it is impossible at this time.
It is.
I have a question then. If your horde moved, would you move with it?
It is tied here. If so much as a coin leaves this place, I lose all capability of thought, and the rage that I have long since tempered comes forth.
When was the last time this rage came forth?
A couple of years?
Someone trying to take something.
Yes. Gestures towards the golden disc in the corner. My planar lens required the attention of a particularly sticky-fingered individual. While I was going to give them permission to use it, they decided they wanted to keep it.
Fair.
That was Jennifer.
Ah. So the ones out there are the ones.
Aside Jonathan, he's been my friend for quite some time. Helped me build the Black Law.
Might explain why he stands by the entrance more.
He is the one friend among my guardians.
What about the other two?
It has been quite some time, but more sticky fingers.
Yeah, a lot of greed.
Jonathan gets quite inventive with those who try to steal.
Definitely some greedy people out there.
Did I notice? Passive.
I'm gonna whisper to you.
Oh,
If we just had a cleric, we would have done.
So
Do
you
you
are
have any
wanting to
information?
cross over and find
Any
peace,
of those
but without the guidance of death, you can't move on.
correct. I am locked here, unlike my friend. And gestures back towards the coffin.
Who's your friend in the coffin?
John Cutter. A human. Short-lived creatures. Passed on before death went missing.
So you caught the early shipwreck before all ships were stopped.
You said missing. Death is stopped. No one said it was missing in its entirety.
I have limited intelligence outside of the Black Lock. I know that death has no longer been working. I do not know what their status is. I'm assuming missing, considering I do not think you can destroy death. But my knowledge in this is limited.
puts this information.
Is there any alternative methods you can think of that would help you be able to pass on?
I have tried it in hundreds, if not thousands, of ideas over the years. Soul coins shatter in my presence. I have even asked someone the first time. It was Gregory, unfortunately, who thought of the idea of moving my board elsewhere. It did not go well.
That's when you found out about the match that would happen every time a coin gained so much as moves.
Quite.
So as long as it all stays in here, you okay.
Of course.
You can move stuff around.
I have rearranged
Thousands of times, sure. You're bored.
Is there a rule to recall ways to allow a specter or a ghost that haunts an area or haunts an item to pass on?
this wouldn't be your realm. Honestly, your thought process is if you kill something, it stays dead. Actually, not even a thing. The only
I'm
one.
saying.
Nixif would be the only one who.
Nixif is the only one who.
Did it? This is out of character, but Rose sent that. What is it called?
This is in character. There is no out of character chit chat.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember the name. That's why I was asking.
So ask.
It was the that thing we actually was able to send to the afterlife. Rose's god.
That's why I'm trying to get Moses' information.
Or not Wraith. White.
Yes.
Yeah,
the
white.
It was a white.
She was able to
So,
send them all.
We used to have a companion sent off a white.
Really?
A white is a far less powerful being. Divine intervention could certainly help in that regard, but when it comes to one as such as myself, they lack the oomph.
Even,
So
if
to
I
speak.
remember right, her god was pure nature, which was the god of.
What if you sent your spirit to another plane?
You have an extra plane of lens over there.
It is for communication. It is how I keep tabs on things.
Would you be able to attach yourself to it and send yourself to another plane if you had a key?
It doesn't have the capability of doing so.
Can it work like a communicator? Can you speak to others on the other side? How's it when you look?
I can speak to or watch anyone I wish through the plane of lens. Is how I watch the world.
Have you spoken
It
to
is-
your friend since then? Maybe see what he knows what's happening on the other side.
Which friend are you speaking?
Gestures to his coffin.
Oh, those who have passed on are beyond the reach of the plane of lens.
Shoot, I thought I could see into the dead zone.
Would you be able to speak to other planes through it?
Certainly. You just need
I was
a
gonna say,
clear
right, okay.
image of who it is that you wish to speak to.
I-
And you need to be particularly adept at the arcane, or you will lose your mind.
Yeah, I'd try something. I have no intention of keeping it. I just want to try.
Certainly.
I'm going to go over to extra plane of lens.
It's very heavy.
I know, I figured.
I'll help him carry it.
Okay.
Alright. Let's try this. I'm going to call Spirian. Spirian, my guildmaster.
Your father?
Oh,
Oh no, you're trying to contact the Sphinx.
Yes,
All right. I need both of you, because of your proximity, you're helping, to make an intelligence saving throw.
As I look at both of them. Well, I don't have mine any longer. If you want to focus, you might want to try using your ring.
And I will. I do have mine.
I also have.
That will lower the DC.
Well, I also have.
Intelligence saving throw, huh?
Yep.
This one,
There's a
right?
low roll of a 13.
This one.
That's
this
low.
one.
Yes.
I still had a +8.
I don't think I have my
25.
All right. So, you find yourself, you're on the backside of it. It's not directly focused on you. However, you feel the brunt impact as you just barely
Hold on.
are able to maintain your focus. The eye in the center of it opens suddenly, and your mind just shoots through the lens. As you do, it whisks around, and almost you feel yourself just stars wishing by you,
Yes.
and comes to focus in a chamber. Immediately, Asperia, well, I say immediately, but unless they roll a natural one, Asperia immediately snaps and looks in your direction. Triolis,
Yes. I
your
can't
father has been worried sick.
let him know that I am currently safe.
Have you found her?
No, we're working on that.
No. Your mother.
What?
She followed you. To the best of her
That
ability.
was the light. My mother's been dead. Oh.
She made some sort of deal with the Orzhov. And she has followed you somewhere on that plane.
Interesting. That must have been the light we saw.
Your father is nervous.
Let him know that I am safe currently. We need.
Have you recovered the book?
We're working on that. We have found quite a bit of problems. A plane that has no depth currently.
Sound like the Orzhov would be right at home.
Unfortunately, we need to release someone to free them of the curse.
I can summon someone if they're willing to listen.
Please, if we can do this, we will be able to deal with.
Your vision starts to shake.
I don't know how long I can hold. Let my father know I'm safe. But I went to you immediately because I knew that you would.
I will do what I can.
I appreciate it.
Sucked out of the lens, and like you're wasted.
Yeah.
You take 5 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, that.
I'm gonna.
You get the impression that
Dominic,
doing that
worried
over and
about
over again
you?
is not an option.
No, no, you didn't hear that.
Oh, I didn't.
Is
No.
You didn't hear any of that.
Aw,
He's
I
staring at that mirror quite a while.
Triolus, are you?
You were
okay?
gone, to
He was
everyone
gone,
else's
though.
perspective, you were gone maybe 10 seconds.
Can I give him a potion? Would that, like a potion of healing, would that help him?
No,
Wouldn't-
no, not that one.
Wouldn't affect exhaustion.
If you had a potion of long rest, I would be fine.
I'm perfect. I use that.
We all use
However, the eyes of Califax are on you. Please
So-
tell us what you saw. Who did you speak to?
I spoke to my guild master on my plane. He is going to see if we can get someone from the Orzhov Guild to
Damn it.
see if we can free.
Well, I do appreciate the gesture. I do not hold my breath if I had one.
I understand. But I will do. We are doing.
And it is noted and appreciated. Although I am curious now, and you see them look around and lean forward, and a hand shoots up and grabs something. What this is doing here. Begins to squeeze a little bit. Reveal yourself, my little friend. A small, familiar now, robotic, hovering thing. The Watcher that was given to you all that long time ago reveals itself.
The heck is that?
Yes, you have no recollection of this.
The heck is that?
Everyone else recognizes this as what the monarch told to follow you, and went invisible the moment you went into the goblin gauntlet.
Yes.
I couldn't understand at that
Correct.
time.
Yeah.
So,
That is the monarch on top of the mountain.
I'm aware. You are an uninvited guest. Just crushes it. But you are taken aback by the sudden realization that everything that has transpired, the monarch has been watching.
Of course.
You wonder why you sending word had no response. It suddenly dawns on you why.
Can I, may I see that medal? I'd like to collect it, and I'm gonna put it into my bag of holding.
It is, you get one ruined watcher.
Okay.
There's no item. So it'll be a custom item.
So, what the heck was that? I know I had seen it before, but what the heck was that?
I forgot about it myself. The monarch sent his watcher.
So, it's been following us this entire time.
He knows everything that's happening until now.
Should we be worried?
He was the one who sent us on this mission to go to the Obsidian Plain.
I don't know.
And I'm sharing that with him, so he knows.
We can't exactly say
Interesting.
he's a good or
So
bad
you
guy.
are after the taint.
We are after the taint because we suspect someone from our plane is causing it.
We're controlling it.
Or controlling it.
Yeah.
I can confirm that it is not of your home plane. It has a completely different frequency. But the black heart that is causing this is vile. If I could handle it myself, I would. Because it threatens to cause my rage yet again. The creatures it spawns, the pale, they are pretty little things.
I've heard them called mage rippers too. Big problem.
Those are a different creature altogether. The pale are
Worse.
far worse. Mage rippers, those can be handled.
What if you inhabited another body to leave this place?
There is no vessel that can contain me, unfortunately. None that I have discovered. And should something be strong enough to contain me, I doubt you would be capable of bringing it here. It
Well,
would have to be another dragon.
Interesting.
Well, we're about to go meet a necromancer to the north.
Yes, I think you will find that a very entertaining excursion. I've been watching them for some time.
Yeah, we have to deal with a meal up
Oh, you're dealing with the little worm.
Would the necromancer even build you a body to inhabit?
This is far beyond their capability, and their so-called god that they are currently guarding is not what he seems.
Not
In
many
there.
deities are.
God.
what way? Their god. And what way is he not what he seems?
I'm not entirely certain. I watch a lot of things, but he lacks the power to be a true god.
A demiurge, then?
Not certain. I can only watch. I cannot actually investigate. But the necromancers that hail this god seem very convinced.
Something that you should have talked to them through the mirror is
You
when-
weren't there,
you
so
don't know.
stop.
This is all in character.
I thought did you tell us about it?
He told you that he spoke to his guildmaster. That is about it.
And I told them I asked him to see if he could get some help.
And this is actually viable. Like, when can we get communicate with them again to get that help? Like, how?
I might
Well,
need time.
if you are using my planar lens, anytime you visit, I have no quarrels. Although the spire is going to have some problems. I feel. What did they give you in return for routing me?
Weapons, primarily.
to deal with a needle
Were the weapons for myself or the Neolithid itself?
The needle primarily.
Well, it depends. She crafted us weapons specifically to be able to harm creatures that aren't to be able to be harmed by normal weapons.
She. Who
Yes,
is this?
a certain blacksmith spirit.
You see an almost a completely exasperated, just
She's connected to the god?
no. While I am here simply because my horde, this one has pursued undeaths merely to spite me, as I am the one who killed her.
Oh.
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 As in the one that got away situation?
No, this was while I was still alive, eons ago.
Man, how are we gonna say this?
There's a distinct chance that we might actually have enough money right now to pay her back.
That's good. Because she is one who holds grudges, I should know. She doesn't dare visit.
Oh no, she threatened that if we died here, that she would come herself and attempt to reclaim anything that was left.
That would be entertaining. If this is the place in which you perished, is certainly an empty threat. But anywhere else, she'll try to make good on it. Be careful of that one.
Will do. Alright.
All they want is to steal from me. It is that simple drive that keeps them going.
That's why they want you gone.
Of course.
Agreed.
And she has convinced many that it would be in their interest.
Well, our original reason for going was to get equipment to deal with the new.
Well, and to that extent, I wish you the best of luck. That creature, while nothing to me, it's going to be certainly a challenge. You see him glance over you and his eyes flash. Although you do seem properly outfitted, you get the sense that he used attack magic.
Yep. He's probably like, alright, I sense this.
Probably like a appraisal.
Hello.
I will tell you one more thing that I have learned. If you come across any liches, and there are 7 that I know of, they are the ones who will have some kind of inkling on where death resides.
Interesting.
If you can somehow free death, my horde is yours. Because I will be able to pass on the fight.
Well, we're working with the Black Lotus, and maybe with the Green Lotus whenever we cross paths with them, I'm sure.
Unfortunately, the Blue Lotus has us just nearly filled. Because they lost
They're-
control of it.
Their pet gone rampant.
Yes, they're pet gone.
They have a habit of that. Be careful.
Well, they said they would wipe out this whole
Uh,
area if they had.
They would aim to try to take on Valduk and his
Yeah.
people.
That would be an entertaining fight to watch.
Very one-sided from what I've seen.
You'd be surprised. While Valduk is very powerful, the Blue Lotus is very crafty.
We noticed they've got some type of hydra thing.
Oh, that'll be another pet to watch.
Mhm.
I feel a repeat of the Neolithid will be on the horizon.
Yes. I do say that out loud.
You are not the only one, my friend.
I think there's a lot of those.
I do have a question for you about those liches. Would you happen to know their names?
I do not. They seem to have a way of guarding their information from me. I have tried to watch over them. There's only a few that I actually know of, and you have to know the thing in order to be able to spy on it with an extraplanar lens. And unfortunately, they are strong enough that if I peer at them, they can peer back. And they know, so they do not sensitive. Poor Conan.
Yeah, that sounds
Venus-
about right for
Venus-
paranoid skeletons refusing to die.
If only they were all skeletons.
You know,
not.
exaggeration.
Let's
There's
just
only
continue.
one that I know is bound by bone. I do not even know its name. I just know that it wanders about. It was a person, but has deteriorated over time.
Is it just a skull now?
How did you know?
Look at you. Yep.
That must be the thing we found that.
Yeah.
Oh, you found one.
Yes, we did.
Hadrian.
That is his name. Interesting. I had convinced a serpent to hold on to it. But
Yeah, we found that.
it is physically weak. But be careful. It is far from powerless.
It is powerful. I've noticed.
Poor cat.
He likes the head scratches.
Because she can scratch. Yeah.
So,
Don't know much else we can do at this moment. I am exhausted from looking through the extra planets.
I am simply impressed you managed to solve the riddles.
Most don't.
You will be considered invited guests next we meet.
Appreciate this.
Thank you.
So, do not fear my friends. They will let you pass next time.
I appreciate this.
See Jonathan? Does Jonathan approve of high fives?
He doesn't have a hand,
Yeah.
and he's quite ornery since he lost his vision. Undeath has not been kind.
I've never seen Pritchard.
He is what is called a beholder.
What?
You must be careful because when they dream, they can literally reshape reality.
Oh.
It is how the Black Lock came to be in life, although his ability to do so is greatly diminished in undeath.
I'm just taking a nap last night. Oh my gosh.
Do you think other beholders become in existence? It is when a beholder dreams of another beholder. Although you must be careful, as I'm sure you've got the impression of from the monarch upstairs. They do not take kindly to each other.
I'm sure.
The fact that he now realizes one is down here is likely to throw him into a rage.
I know.
But he is my friend, and as thus under my protection.
You might want to change the riddles if that Watcher thing.
That is the plan. One of my few means of entertaining myself is to simply come up with new riddles.
Understandable.
I do enjoy them. I have one that I think is particularly fun, but it was guessed last time.
Well, we will see what we can do. We may have to return, and I may have to use the extra lens again to talk to my guild master.
It is here for your use if you wish.
Absolutely.
All I ask in return is that you share whatever tidbits you glean. I do covet information.
So what should we do when we get back to
Would
this?
you guys be willing to share yourselves on the site?
Depends. Are we able to leave?
Yes, you're allowed to leave, I believe.
But of course.
And
And a wave of his hand, and you can hear. Suddenly, you realize you haven't been able to hear it, but you can hear the water outside now.
Okay. And we're able to come back at any time?
Alright. See you over by the cliffside.
I'm gonna bow down to him and I say thank you.
Cassia gives the send off. Be outside, guys. And
The theme stealthing away.
head scritch the beholder.
She pulls out a small dagger from her belt. If you ever feel like watching us specifically, this will help as a focus. It's a blade that I've carried since we arrived, and since before.
Well, thank you.
Hey! Be ready for us!
Okay.
You gotta help me.
As everybody else departs,
What are you doing?
Almost tempted.
I need you to leave.
Oh,
I need to
God.
talk to him
200
privately
I
first.
I still think it would be best
Might
for
be
everyone
something
to
to repel.
hear. Hey, listen. What he's about to start to say, nobody here knows.
But I'm waiting for them to officially.
Once everybody leaves. Naturally, the thing's just like
Oh, and 29.
flies down.
Like,
Flies
the
and
media
absolutely
can step
disappears
out.
from
This is supposed to be super secret.
normal senses.
Are you trying to stay in the room?
No, she will stop by Vellum.
Yeah.
And then just disappear into here for a
Okay.
Okay. So, one
See-
more thing I found is we saw a light shooting down from earlier.
Look how bad you
My, I believe it's my mother. She made a deal with the Orzhov. She's passed on. So,
Well, I will say this. One thing that is particularly. Do you know if she was chaos brought or summoned?
I am not sure. I assume she tried to get summoned. Or we were brought by chaos.
All I am going to say is that not all things that come here stay as they were. Be aware of that. You may run into a male dwarf, and it is your mother, but keep that in mind.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. So you all leave?
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
as you guys make your way back to the cliff face, the veil has dropped, and the ship awaits you a short distance away on the water, waiting you for.
Alright.
I-
First rappel first.
I just
I'll jump down.
slowly just.
Before you do,
Ah.
with everyone except a thing, you hear all of the four guardians. Fear not gravity as you depart. And you feel a warmth flow through you. You recognize this as Featherfall.
Yeah. I just jump off the side. Whee!
And you see, instead of him just going, "Ah!" it's like,
Wait a second.
I mean, I
I'm a really heavy robot. I'm a jump.
Feather fall does not matter. You will fall like a feather. I just literally jump off it. Hey guys!
I wonder what the ship crew think of that.
well, Haldorai in particular, because he's got really good dark vision, is sitting there going,
Just carefully falling.
okay.
I kind of want to imagine Katrin as she goes down, using each piston to like try to force her to go faster.
I'm just gonna do this to be.
the ship first. Yes, I literally dive. I'm like diving off.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like this. Just the like my hands are just like this on my side, and I'm just going down.
Everyone else is going.
I'm like
Actually,
floating
it's-
on my side doing a GQ pose.
You hear, make sure to grab the rope.
Yeah.
As he, yeah.
As they all have left the cave.
Yep.
Wait, why am I back there?
Oh, we all moved back to the
So you move back in.
Mhm.
Regardless of your stealth, he looks directly at you as you walk in.
It was just for the rest of them to not notice me at all.
So you guys notice that a theme isn't there, but you guys don't normally see a theme, so you're not entirely sure if that's normal. What would you like to say? He greets you as you walk in. What can I do for you, small one?
Hadrid is looking for the rest of his body.
The rest of his body.
Or a body.
That sounds more
searching the lock, would you be able to locate him right now?
I suppose. Although he will know that I'm looking.
Yeah, but he won't know that I know.
Fair enough. Walks over to the extra plate of lens, holds it up. Yeah, for him, like you saw the strain that it put on Triolis. For him, it's almost casual.
He's probably done it a lot.
Ah, yes. Give me 1 second. I gotta pull up the information of where it is. Kind of important.
Doing rogue things.
Rogue doing rogue
Rogue
things.
rogue.
Well, honestly, this isn't important.
Alright. Got the rope, got down here. Cool. Huh. Weird. Is that what kind of sound was that again?
Featherfall. I have it. I have it as part of my repertoire.
I'm glad that they did that for us, though.
But I've had to use it before when I had a fall.
He pulls away from it. He has
Slow you
found
down.
his quarry. He is currently in Blindarestian.
We said we're trying to grab all these ropes out of the dagger
You know that as the city that is very close to the Great Breach. The one that you guys knew that you were going to go to
We're
in
gonna
order
have to go
to
through anyway.
try to get down to the
City.
Obsidian Keep
Oh,
and the
that's-
level that it's on.
So, the Watcher that he crushed, do you think that's possible because it's probably not too dense of metal and whatnot to make, I guess, not
You
like
would
full
need
arms.
it is actually very dense metal. And complex bits and bobs on the inside. It's made to be very sturdy. You're going to need something to melt it down in order to use that metal.
Because, yeah, I was gonna say is if there's any parts on it that can become a, not exactly a full armor or anything, just a simple frame, so like an outline. Of
You would
the
have to
armor.
make a very high tinkering check in order to disassemble this thing.
Well, it wouldn't be disassembling the.
That's the
entire
only way
thing.
you're going to get into it right now.
I mean,
Can I work at it over time, or does it all have to be at one time?
You can, but this is such a foreign object to you. This is nothing like what is it.
You can't
It's
even
way too
find-
sleek. It's way too perfect.
Well, I could learn stuff from it. while
That you
working
could
on it.
probably do. You can investigate it, but it has been smashed. So just bear that in mind.
Lintralos, right?
VLYN apostrophe DARASTYL.
Bless you.
So
VLYN apostrophe DARASTYL.
How many soul coins did we owe to
10 charged.
10 charge?
Or 9 charged.
It was 10 charged.
10 charged.
He declared himself as a former leader of the Green Lotus.
Interesting. The Green Lotus is known for their might makes right and very blunt force trauma approach to things. While they are one of the more powerful, simply due to that fact. You do not ascend in that guild without proving yourself. If he is the leader, which I find interesting, I find it curious how a previous sorcerer was capable of such.
Probably experimentation would be my guess. Enhancements aren't unknown to the arcane types.
The inability to die, I'm sure, certainly helps.
More than likely. But if that's where he's at, and he's located his quarry, we'll probably see him again soon.
I'm going to go ahead and switch us back to the
Over.
map.
Do you mind this? Let me see. You said it's by the Great Breach, right?
Yeah, I can show that on screen. Way over here, the Great Breach,
Yep.
and there's Vlindaresti.
Right. before we have to take that all the way down.
Which is past Driver's Rock. Foundry.
And
There's the Isle of Ash.
But then there's also that star that landed below. It was at.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's someone from. I have a feeling someone from Rapid.
Thank you for that. We will definitely look into at least attempting to get death back in order here. That's one of the promises I made to the Black Lotus.
The Black Lotus has been very faithful. I can assure you, no lich leads that force. So,
I'll fly back to the entrance of the cave, remove my piton, grab my vine.
Which a lot of them have already been taken.
yeah, actually, that's already been taken by Capture.
She jumped over the edge and started pulling out her spears.
No, I did say I was grabbing the ropes as I was coming
Yeah,
down.
He grabbed
I was
all
using-
forms
he
of anything
picked-
planted in
So,
the
so everything's on the deck now. So.
Yep. You'll be able to get all of your guys' stuff back.
Cool, I got my
So-
javelins back. Yeah.
As you make it back down to the ship, your first mate is awaiting orders, Captain. Where to next?
To the next portion of our quest. Unless someone else would like us to go somewhere else.
I don't think so. I think it's time to deal with this thing.
To the Isle of Ash, then.
To the Isle of Ash.
What speed?
Looking how exhausted he is, let's make it 2 days.
Third speed, then. Alright, third speed, you lot.
And we'll continue our training too.
Alright, you Salawax! Swords up, come on!
I literally am just laying there like.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
start
Thank
studying
you.
and kind of like I'm not like tearing it apart, but I'm kind of picking at it.
Okay. So, I think that will be a very good place for us to conclude today's session. A little bit earlier, but that also is because we did not have a single round of combat. I expected y'all to get at least one of those monsters.
Nope, we fought them all.
you got all the riddles. So,
Yeah, me.
There should be something for that one.
yes,
showing
and we'll
me
talk
one.
experience after the game.
The next
Um,
morning, Catcher is complaining about having headaches and terrible mind aches from working the one muscle she hasn't been able to work in a minute.
I'll help you work
So,
those muscles.
with all that being said, this concludes this episode of Echoes of the Infinite. Thank you very much for watching. Apologies about the problems technologically we've had. I hope everybody enjoyed the episode, and we will catch you all next time.
Bye.
Catch you later.